2025. It is now 9:46. I will be on the air till 12 o'clock. And I just got the thumbs up from Nancy. And it looks like we got Brisk It Grills. Chris Huang. Same last name as the other gentleman. And Chris will be here immediately. And let's see what happens here. Come on up, Chris. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good, good. We'll wait till you get juiced up here. Very good. Hi, Chris. My name is Don Baine.
Don, nice to meet you.
I'm
Christopher.
the Gadget Professor. Christopher, welcome. What can you tell me today?
Okay, well, yeah, so the company we founded here is called Brisk It, or Brisk It Grills. And the whole idea is that it uses, it's the first generative-powered AI grill. And it uses generative AI.
Whoa. It's an artificial intelligent-powered grill.
Yes, generative, yes.
Keep going.
Okay, so it uses generative AI, traditional AI, and smart home automation to deliver the most accessible and seamless and, sometimes we don't say this on marketing, but dummy-free grilling experience possible. The whole idea is that the entire grilling process, from the recipe creation to the preparation to the cook and even the post-cook, can be done as close to one click as possible. So we call it one-click barbecue.
Okay, and that one click will provide what kind of information to the grill?
So first off, we have to start with the recipe generation. So the idea is that you can ask anything, say anything, and now even photograph anything.
Oh.
And then create a recipe. And that recipe is not just a wall of text, so to speak. That recipe is created in a format and in a structure that is legible by the grill. So that means that any generated recipe that you create can then be sent to one of our brisket grills and cooked start to finish, step by step, in an automated manner. It'll control the temperature, follow the instructions, let you know when you flip something, when you need to wrap something, and so forth.
You don't have a picture of it?
No, unfortunately, not immediately on me. Yeah.
No brochure, no video. How can we see what this is?
You can go to our.
Tell me, I don't know what the size is. Is it a regular conventional grill? You put charcoal in size-wise, or is it like a green egg grill? Like, how big is this?
It's about the most famous is a wood pellet grill. So if you ever seen a Traeger or something like that,
okay.
Yeah, it's a similar size to
so
that.
it's that size.
Although we have many different sizes. Yes.
How much does it weigh?
So our smallest model weighs in at 70 pounds, and our largest one comes in at about 150 pounds.
Okay, so it consists of a grill, and does it consist of like a microphone where you go up and tell it what you want, or are there sensors on that will understand my voice as I talk to it?
Yeah, there's a control panel on the grill, but and there's temperature sensors of varying sorts inside the grill. But actually, AI interaction, the voice, the photo, the text, is all done on our mobile app.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, so I could take a picture of my grandmother's brisket and say, "Can you make something like this?" Or make a charcoal hard encrusted brisket. Will it do that?
Yes, exactly. It can be as simple as that. You can take a photo of your grandmother's recipe, take a photo of an influencer's recipe you saw, or even a common situation is, what can I eat? That's what can I eat tonight with my family? Well, just open up your fridge, open up your spice cabinet, take two photos, and then say, hey, this is what I have. What can I make?
That's very interesting. So of course you can grill anything that you want on it.
Yes, if you can think. Really, we say
a hamburger, whatever it is you want to grill, turkey. Pork roast, whatever.
Yes, yeah, and whatever you can think of, yeah.
Okay. Now, what happens if I'm creating a recipe that's just not going to be tasting too good? Does it know that, or does it create it anyway?
So that's a great thing. So it is a learning AI. So the idea is that if you give it a limited amount of information, it'll use what's the most common configuration, right?
Okay.
So it'll probably, right, it's an AI, so it's always evolving, but probably for like a steak, if you just say, I want to cook a steak, it'll probably do a ribeye that's medium rare, because that's the most common proper steak. But you can be very specific. You get more inputs, technically it'll be more accurate to what you want. If you can make it really spicy, I'm not going to say it's going to taste good, but you can say, hey, I want to make it spicy. So spicy that I don't survive. Yeah, it'll do that for you. Yeah, but of course you have to ask it to do that first.
Does it cook faster or slower or the same as any other grill would cook?
It's the same. It cooks the same speed, but the great thing is about the AI, you can specify your speed. You can say, hey, I only have 5 hours, or I only have 30 minutes, and so this is just the recipes to do so.
What kind of fuel does it take?
Wood pellet.
Wood pellets. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. That's easy to get. and it gets pretty hot and then goes away.
Yeah, you can cook it low and slow, or you can go up real
And
high
it's
to
good
sear.
for
Yeah.
fertilizer after you're done with it.
Oh, well, after you burn it, it does turn into ash, so I'm not sure
Oh, the
about
ashes are good.
that. Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, yeah,
That's
absolutely.
starting to push.
Put that
yeah.
in your aren't ashes good for fertilizer? Yeah, I knew that.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you could take those ashes now and put them in around your plants.
Oh, okay, I was not
do
aware of that. All right,
yeah,
I'll
get
do
that
some
in
more
your
research
book.
on that. Yeah.
No, really, yeah. Make sure you credit the Gadget Professor when you add that
Okay.
tidbit
Okay.
in there. What do these things cost?
So that's
and I know you have a bunch of different. How many are there? How many different types of grills are there? And give me a feel for what these cost.
Yeah, so that's actually a great thing. So to answer your question directly, so we originally launched in 2022 with one SKU, then quickly expanded to a larger size, so a second SKU in 2023, and now at CES we unveiled 2 more SKUs. So now we have
There are 2
four grill models, and these price points, and maybe you'll be surprised, maybe not. You can tell me. But
I'll tell you in a second.
okay, so remember our official tagline, a slogan as a company, is "Everyone's Smart Grill," which
Everyone's smart grill. Now this gentleman is I'm just seeing it here, the CEO and the founder.
correct. Yes.
Very impressive.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh, it is. Wow. Okay, so we're talking about pricing.
Yes, so everyone's smart grill means everyone, regardless of budget, skill level, time commitment. So as a result, even though we have all this advanced AI technology in it, we don't want to increase the price. I know this is a long answer, but really, so that means that our price point, it starts, the one we originally released was at around the $749 price point. So that was our flagship model. We released a larger one, that was around $849 to $899 price point. The one we unveiled here, which we're very excited about, is $399 price point for 450 square inches of space. It's called the Zelos 450.
I'm shocked.
That's the idea. So we want to.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, that was the reaction we got at the booth. Yeah.
And it will give me the same functionality, obviously smaller in size, of course, but the same functionality. I could still make that little brisket or whatever I want using the same technology.
Exactly. We do not. That's a great thing. The smaller, more affordable, accessible price points are not defeatured, not limited in any way on the software side, on the AI side, versus the more expensive models.
These are available now, so if our viewers wanted to check it out or buy one, they can purchase these now.
Yes, our flagship line, which is called the Origin Series, is available now with the AI. It's fully released. And however, the one we just revealed will be coming out next month in February.
And where would someone go to buy that?
We're available on most of the popular, large big box retailers' websites. So that's HomeDepot.com, Lowe's.com, Amazon, Walmart, as well as there's some certain independent channels, specialty stores, brick and mortar that do have it, depending on where you're located.
What kind of warranty comes with this?
It's a 3-year very industry standard
3
warranty.
3 years?
Yes, correct. And actually,
this sounds too good to be true. What am I missing here?
Yeah, you're missing this. You're missing our. We're very confident in. We want to be stress-free, not just in the cooking process, but also in the purchase process. So every grill that purchased from briskitgrills.com, our own website, has a 90-day guarantee. So you can burn on it, cook on it for 90 days. If it's not for you, just let us know, and we'll take it back and refund you.
How long has the company been in business?
So we were founded in 2020, but took around 2 years to develop and launch our first grill. So I guess we've been on the market since 2022.
Chris, how did you come up with this idea?
Okay, so it's very interesting. So this is a.
That's why I asked.
Yeah. So my background's very typical Silicon Valley tech. So once you heard one engineer, you heard them all. So I'm no different. I'm not special in that way. But
I don't know about that. You have a pretty cool product. Go ahead.
But I always had a stifling interest in grills, and I thought that around 2020 there wasn't enough. There wasn't there was innovation in grills, but it was really focused more on what in the product side we call sustainable innovation, which is adding small features that make it more premium, but unfortunately also drive up the price point. But ultimately are not really doing 2 things, which is first either improving the food that comes off the grill or making it easier to get great food. So I thought, hey, what if and then people ask me, oh, Chris, you're in a grill company, you must really love barbecue. And I say, yes, but with caveats. And I say, they're a little bit confused by the answer. And I say, yeah, I love to eat barbecue. But the cooking part, I don't want to be, babysitting it for 6 hours, 12 hours.
Yeah, right.
And I found there's a lot of people like me. So yeah, what if I could do it as close to 1 click as possible? Yeah,
that's good. I get it. I get that. Wow. I'm always fascinated. I get to interview all kinds of people here, and I'm always fascinated by a couple things. One, how you came up with the idea, and then 2, I mean, having an idea, you got to have an idea. But to get from the idea to CES with the product functioning and working, how do you do that? I mean, that's a lot of work. And not to miss the fact, but you're a young man, and it makes me feel good that there's hope for the world, that we have entrepreneurs and people that have that intellect, and that entrepreneurship spirit that actually go on and do this. It fascinates me.
Yeah, it's definitely not easy. You know, our first model, we went through 14 iterations of prototypes before we were happy.
Look at the tenacity.
Yeah.
14. You know, Thomas Edison, they asked him, how does it feel to, to have invented the light bulb? And he said, what you don't know is that what I've learned is 1,000 ways to fail.
Oh yeah. You know, failure is not on our marketing brochure, so to speak, but it's definitely we've experienced a lot of it. Yeah,
without the failures.
Exactly. Yeah, that's
I mean,
very much hard lessons.
I personally learned from all my failures.
Absolutely.
I might not remember, but I learned. Interesting. Yeah. What I'd like to do, if you're open to this, it's not now, a couple weeks, whatever from now, I'd like to get one of your grills and do a video on it on my show and have you come in the show and take calls.
I'd be happy to, yes.
How's that sound? Huh?
Yeah, sounds good, yeah.
Now, I can't cook, but I can eat. So there's two parts of the equation. Some people are cooks, some people are eaters, and you need both, because if you're cooking, you don't have someone to eat it, what good is it?
Yeah, so...
Yeah? And if you have someone who eats and doesn't like to cook, they're not going to eat, so you need both. So I'm going to, I'll try that. And,
I'd be happy to.
Yeah, do you have videos up on it, on YouTube or whatever?
Yes, you can find us all, it's all the same handle, at Brisk It Grills.
Now, where did at Brisk It Grills come from? I mean, listen, I'm a nice Jewish boy. I know brisket.
Okay.
My grandmother made brisket. My mother made... Whoa. I've just learned that Scott makes brisket. You make brisket?
Yeah, so you're asking about the name. So brisket has, perhaps you grew up with, and some of your colleagues grew up with. It's the holy grail of American barbecue, right?
Yeah, my son makes brisket.
But actually, it's also very tricky. I'm not it's almost
it's very tricky.
A little bit over, it's overcooked. A little bit under, it's still
You're
too chewy.
exactly right. Yeah.
So it's almost like, if you go on the barbecue forums, it's almost like a rite of passage. Hey, your first 3 briskets,
yeah, right.
They're not really edible. But actually, one of our great success stories, and this person who wrote doesn't know what he did, but we know what he did. He purchased one of our grills, and he said, he posted a review of some photos, said, my first cook after I assembled it. I did the season, burned it off, and I cooked the whole packer brisket. And then it came out great. He showed some pictures and said my family loved it. And that was it. Very uneventful description by him. But to us, it was like, that is a success. That is what we want to have happen. Yeah. Our engineers were like, wow, this is what we want to replicate over and over again.
And the results are that good.
Yes, yeah. It's and that's a great thing you said. You talked about cook and eaters. Everyone's smart grill means everyone. It doesn't just mean the people who don't want to touch it or don't want to do any effort. For those who do love the process, that do want to manage the fire, manage the cook, do the spritzing, it can be as hands-on and hands-off as you want it to be. If you're expert, it'll just let you know, hey, just let me know when I need to spritz it, and it'll do that.
Ingenious product. That's all I can tell you. Very good. I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. I'll let the team know.
Hope to hear from you again, and you can check out what Dan's there. And
Okay, give me the address for the grill.
I got to think someday, and probably you're going to be at the forefront of this, you're going to have in your home, maybe not a grill per se, but a system that's going to kind of AI cook for you. Yeah,
that's the idea. The AI, right now is really focused on the cook and the recipe generation, but we can even go into grocery shopping. That's, it's, I can't tease too much about that, but that's what I can say.
I got you. Thank you so much for coming on. I enjoyed speaking with you.
You too.
Thank you. Another example of a young man who, they have this idea, and they go from idea, concept, to making prototypes, failing. He said 14 times. 14 times he made that and still persisted on it. And now he has a product that's here at CES